First, let's talk about the biggest mistake people make when their cat bites them. Most people assume it means their cat is aggressive, mean, or just doesn't like them. But that is almost never the case. Cats are incredibly communicative animals. They use their body, their tail, their ears, their eyes, and yes, their teeth to speak to you constantly. The problem is that we, as humans, are not always fluent in cat language. Unlike dogs, who are very expressive and easy to read, cats are subtle. They give you signals that are easy to miss. And when those signals are ignored long enough, they resort to the one thing they know will definitely get your attention: a bite. So before we judge our cats for biting, we need to understand what they were actually trying to say. Because in almost every case, the bite was the last resort, not the first. Now here's something that surprises a lot of people. Some cat bites are actually a sign of love. These are called love bites, and they are completely different from aggressive bites. A love bite is gentle. It doesn't break the skin. Your cat is calm and relaxed when they do it, often purring or making slow, soft eye contact with you. They might even lick you first before giving you that little nip.s. Oh, why do cats do this? Think about how cats behave with each other. In cat colonies and families, cats groom one another as a bonding ritual. They lick, they nibble. It's called allogrooming, and it's a sign of deep trust and affection. When your cat does this to you, they're treating you like one of their own. They're essentially saying, "You're my family. I love you. You belong to me." That is a huge compliment coming from a cat. If your cat bites you gently while you're petting them, and their body looks relaxed, no stiff tail, no flat ears, no wide eyes, then congratulations. You have just received a cat kiss. Enjoy it. Now let's talk about the most common reason your cat suddenly bites you out of nowhere during a petting session. And this is something called overstimulation. This is probably the most misunderstood cat behavior of all time. Here's what happens. You start petting your cat. They love it. They're purring. They're leaning into your hand. Everything is great. But then you keep going. You pet them a little too long, maybe on a sensitive spot like their belly or the base of their tail. And suddenly, snap. They bite you. And you're sitting there thinking, but you were just purring. You were loving this. What happened is that your cat's nervous system got overwhelmed. Cats have extremely sensitive skin, and prolonged petting can go from pleasurable to irritating very quickly. Their brain essentially flips a switch, and the bite is them saying, "Okay, that's enough. I need you to stop right now." Here's the key. Your cat almost always warns you before this happens. Their tail starts twitching or flicking. Their muscles tense up slightly. Their ears might rotate backward. Their eyes might dilate. Their skin might even ripple or twitch. These are all warning signs that your cat is reaching their limit. If you learn to spot these signals, you can stop petting at the right time, and the bite will never come. The bite only happens when those earlier warnings are missed. Another very important reason cats bite is fear or stress. When a cat feels threatened and cannot escape, maybe they're in a small space, maybe they feel trapped, maybe something startled them, they will bite as a form of self-defense. This is not aggression in the traditional sense. This is survival instinct. Before a fear bite, your cat will usually show very clear body language. They might hiss. They might crouch low to the ground. Their back might arch. Their fur might stand up. Their ears go flat. Their tail goes stiff. All of these are your cat screaming, in their language, "I am scared. Please give me space." If those signals are ignored, a bite is the next logical step. This kind of biting often happens during stressful situations. Vet visits, new people in the house, loud noises, a new pet being introduced, or changes in routine. Cats are creatures of habit, and disruptions to their environment can genuinely terrify them. The best response is to give them a quiet, safe space to retreat to and wait for them to calm down. Never try to force interaction with a scared cat. It will almost always make things worse. Now let's talk about one of the most common reasons young cats and kittens bite: play aggression. Cats are predators. In the wild, they hunt. They stalk. They chase. They pounce. And they bite. That is completely natural. The problem is that when those hunting instincts get directed at you instead of at a toy, it can hurt. This often happens because of something that started when the cat was very young. If you ever let your kitten play with your hands or your feet, batting at them, biting them playfully, you accidentally taught your cat that human body parts are toys. And that lesson sticks. So now, every time your hand moves or your feet shuffle under the covers, your adult cat sees prey and acts accordingly. The good news is this behavior can be redirected. The key is to never use your hands or feet as toys, ever. Always use a wand toy, a feather toy, a ball, something your cat can chase and bite that isn't attached to your body. Give your cat enough playtime every day, especially in the evening when cats are naturally most active. A tired cat is a non-biting cat. And if your cat does bite you during play, freeze. Don't pull away quickly. That sudden movement triggers their hunting instinct and makes them bite harder. Just go still, disengage, and offer a toy instead. This is the one that people often overlook, and it might be the most important one. Sometimes, when a cat suddenly starts biting and it seems completely out of character, it's because they are in pain, and they're trying to tell you. Cats are masters at hiding discomfort. In the wild, showing weakness is dangerous, so cats instinctively mask their pain. But when you touch a spot that hurts, maybe they have arthritis, dental pain, an injury, or skin irritation, their reaction can be an immediate, sharp bite. It's not aggression. It's a reflex. It's their way of saying, that spot hurts. Please don't touch it. If your cat has never bitten before and suddenly starts doing it, especially if the biting is localized, meaning they always react when you touch a specific area, please take them to a vet. A sudden change in behavior is often the first and only sign that something is medically wrong with your cat. Don't ignore it. Your cat cannot tell you they're in pain with words. The bite is their cry for help. There are two more types of biting that are worth knowing about. The first is attention-seeking biting. Yes, some cats will bite you simply because they want you to pay attention to them. This usually happens when they are bored, understimulated, or feel like they've been ignored. The bite is quick, not very hard, and followed by the cat looking at you expectantly, almost like, now are you going to look at me? The second is redirected aggression, and this one is particularly tricky. Here's the scenario. Your cat is sitting by the window, and they see another cat outside. They get worked up, really agitated, but they can't get to that outdoor cat. So all that arousal and frustration has nowhere to go. And then you walk by, and they bite you. Not because they're angry at you, but because you were simply there at the wrong moment. This type of bite can feel very aggressive and confusing because it seems completely unprovoked. But if you look at the full picture, what was your cat watching right before? Were they at the window? Were they making those chattering sounds at a bird? Once you connect the dots, it makes total sense. The solution is to give your cat space after they've been agitated and manage their environment so they're not constantly frustrated by outdoor cats they cannot reach. Oh, now you know why your cat bites. But what do you actually do when it happens? Here are the most important things to remember. First, do not pull away fast. Your instinct will be to yank your hand back, but that movement triggers the hunting instinct and the bite gets harder. Instead, go completely still. Let the cat disengage on their own. Second, do not punish your cat. Do not yell, do not spray them with water, do not hit them. Punishment causes fear and anxiety, which makes biting worse over time. It damages your relationship with your cat and does nothing to address the root cause of the behavior. Third, if the bite breaks the skin, clean the wound immediately with soap and water and seek medical attention if needed. Cat bites can cause serious infections because of the bacteria in a cat's mouth. And fourth, learn your cat's warning signs. Pay attention to their body language every single time you interact with them. The more fluent you become in their language, the fewer bites you'll ever experience. Because remember, your cat doesn't want to bite you. They bite because they feel like they have no other choice let's bring it all together. When your cat bites you, it's one of several things: a love bite, a signal of overstimulation, a reaction to fear or stress, misdirected play aggression, a cry for help because of pain, or an attempt to get your attention. None of these make your cat bad. All of them make your cat a complex, communicative, fascinating creature who is doing their best to talk to you. The more you understand your cat, the stronger your bond becomes. And honestly, a cat that bites you sometimes is still a cat that trusts you. Because they're choosing to communicate with you rather than just running away. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe. There's so much more cat behavior content coming your way. Drop a comment below and tell us, does your cat bite you? What kind of bite is it? We'd love to hear your story. We'll see you in the next one.